Hey, happy Thursday, everyone. Hopping on here today because I wanted to share with you something that just happened to me recently when I was having a conversation with someone at the gym. Before we really started talking about anything, she was more really wanting to talk about how she was just so dissatisfied with who she was. Hi, John. Her appearance, just everything. She just did not like the person that was in the mirror. And that struck me because I was that person. I was that person for a long time. And it saddens me that there are minutes that go by in our precious time on this earth when we are really not liking the person that we see in the mirror. Now, I'm talking about maybe not liking what we see physically, but then also on the inside. And when I come to you live on these videos, remember, guys, I'm always talking about topics that I've actually struggled with. Been there, done that. Work in progress, right? We all are. So again, it saddens me to think of 1 minute going by in this precious time on this earth when we don't like who we are. So I decided to hop on here because the best gift that I feel you can give somebody, one of the best gifts, is to take what you've learned and pay it forward to someone else so they don't make the same mistakes, right? I get that happening to me all the time. People teach me all the time, and therefore they avert train wrecks in my life. So anyway, I am paying it forward. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you guys for hopping on. Give me some comments. Who has ever looked in the mirror and has not liked what they've seen? Me. Okay, so I'm going to do a little activity with you right now to make you think, just to make you think, okay, does that even make sense? So I want you to pretend that you are someone completely different from who you are right now. Completely different. Okay, and I'm going to ask you to think of these things. If you are an imaginary person that you just created, what color eyes would you give yourself? Okay, what color hair would you give yourself? Would it be blonde? Would it be brown? Would you be a redhead? I think redheads are gorgeous. Would you be a redhead? Would your hair be thick, or would it be real fine? Would it be wavy? Would it be curly? Would it be straight? What kind of hair would you have if you could create this imaginary person that you wanted to be? How tall would you be? Or how short? Would you be petite and just really, just a little bitty tiny little thing? Or would you be tall, all legs or whatever? Would you be medium? I'm medium. Okay. What would your personality be like? Would you be an introvert? Again, you get to create this imaginary you. Would you be an introvert? Would you be an extrovert? Or would you be right in the middle of the road? Would you be an ambivert? Would you be shy or outgoing? Would you be quirky? Would you be just sort of quirky, have a quirky sense of humor? I do. Or would you be very somber and sober and very intellectual? No right or wrong here, guys. Okay? What would your gifts and talents look like if you were this imaginary person that you created? What would your gifts and talents be? What would your strengths be? Okay, so as you've conjured up this imaginary person, you've concocted her or him. So is she or he, are they like you in any way, or are they completely opposite? Was there even a smidgen of you in there, or is it somebody that you wouldn't even recognize, but it's the imaginary person you want to be? So now this is where I'm going to change. So that was sort of fun, but now I want to get serious with you guys. So, hi Tiffany. who is that woman that you just created? Who's that woman? And here's a word I'm going to add to it, and it's a strong word, but it's true. Who's that woman that you worshiped right there? Who did you just worship because you wish you were that person? Hi, Vicki. Who is that lie that you just concocted because she is a lie or he is a lie? They're not real. That person needs to be destroyed. That person, that lie needs to be burnt. That's not you. It's not who you were created to be. When you came into this world, you looked a certain way. You had gifts and talents that were way down inside of you, ready to be developed as you got older. Your hair is just fine. Your eyes are the way they should be. You're tall, short, petite, the way you should be. So stop striving. Again, guys, I'm talking to myself. Stop striving for imaginary imperfection. It will always be out of your reach. You're going to be reaching for it all the time, but it's never attainable. It's imaginary perfection. And you've heard me say on these videos before, guys, that we are all gloriously, imperfectly perfect, right? So with your striving to be this imaginary perfected person, you will not have joy because you're always, hi Megan, you will always be trying to get that next thing. You won't have any peace because you're going to be acting like somebody that you're not. Striving for this imaginary you is never attainable. So I want to leave you guys with this, that you are mighty just the way that you are. You're unique. You are valued. The world would not be the same if you were not in it. And you are worthy. So you're mighty with who you are, in the way that you are. In my business, I coach people often on finding out the reason why they're doing something. And sometimes that's the hardest thing for people to come up with. Oftentimes it's the why underneath the why. We call it the why under the why. So if your answer to not liking the person in the mirror is, I'm too fat, I'm not smart enough, I don't have any talent. That's your answer. That's your why, but there's another why under that why. So I don't have the answer to that why, but you do, and it's in here. So if you don't like the person in the mirror, and if you are concocting this imaginary perfect person, you need to get to that why. If you would like to reach out to me, I'd love to talk to you further. I have been there, done that, and don't ever want to visit that again. So I love to talk to people about this particular subject and a whole host of others. So shoot me a private message. If you got any value out of this, you can please share it to someone, because that's exactly what happens to me all the time. I said that at the beginning of my video, that I have been fed in by people all the time so that my train doesn't derail. So pay this forward and share it if you got any value. If you like what you heard, please go to my website, lynnschrader.com, and check out my other videos and blogs. Listen, tomorrow I'm super excited. I've got a new blog coming out, and it's just about the books that I read in January and February. Just a little book suggestion, if you will. So anyway, share the video if you like it. Thank you so much for hopping on. If you want to take it offline and you would like to talk further, this is a topic that is near and dear to my heart, so thank you. Guys, thank you. Have a great afternoon and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much.